If I never own a match.
If I never aspire to rise higher to the highest heights of the realm of the favor of men, I guess I never. But if I never ever see the grace of God realized in my own life, then what have I lived a life for? What is the measure of my life outside of the glory of Christ that is being realized in the lives of the lost, said that he should use me? Is anybody listening? If I never only obtain the riches and the wealth of this world, is my life worthless? If I've chosen to carry my cross every day that I live and giving glory to God with everything that I've said and every work that my hand has produced. He is the planter, we are the vineyards, and the world around us is the harvest field. So it's time that we stand up and face the nations. It's time that we stand up as Christians and truly be Christians on more than just Sundays and Wednesdays and Bible study. It's time that we stand and see the deliverance and the salvation of the Lord. And when we've done all we can, we must still stand, knowing that God plants the seeds, he waters it, and he brings the growth. All we need to do is be there to bring in the harvest of the Lord. It's time for the harvest. It's time for the harvest. But if I never obtain the wealth and the favor of man, is my life any less worth living? If I never obtain the favor of man, is my life any less worth living when I have lived for the glory of God, my Father in heaven? Answer this question. What is the favor of man when compared to the eternal damnation for them that have lived in sin, separated from Christ for eternity, never experiencing his love and his grace and his mercy, never knowing the answer to the mysteries of the universe in which he will reveal on that last day? When we are received up into glory, he will tell us the entirety of the story in which he had worked out from the beginning of glory, so that we could realize how much he loved us. And whom have we placed our trust? And what have we placed our hope? So if we hope in things, we end up hungry. If we hope in people, we end up lonely. I say, if we hope in things, we end up hungry. If we hope in people, we end up lonely. So if I never attain the things or the fame or the fortune of the many or the millions everywhere, I promise you I don't care. Because if I have found favor in the eyes of the Lord, my reward in heaven shall be so much more than all the glory and the riches of the world piled up together. So I'm not worried about the favor of man, because I got the glory of God working on my side. I see his joy working down on the inside of me. So why should I be worried? Because I have many enemies. Why should I be worried if I'm not in the Fortune 500 magazine saying I'm the richest man alive? Why should I be worried about riches when they can't bring me salvation? Why should I be worried about the favor of man when they can't bring me peace? Why should I be worried about you when you can't fulfill that void that is in me? There is a God-shaped hole in each of us, and which only God can fulfill, so it is in him that we must trust. So if I never gain the riches and the fame of the most famous and the richest man in the world, I promise you I don't care. For if I have the joy of the Lord working on the inside of me, I am richer than any man living and breathing to date that has ever walked the face of this earth. For if I have the joy of the Lord, the riches and the wealth of this world can't even begin to compare. So excuse me if I truly do not care.